I just got a new pair of boots. These look crispy. Look at these things. They're from Beckett Simonon, and in this video I wanted to share with you my first impressions of them, and I also want to wear them for a bit. That way I can actually share with you the experience of what it's like using them. So if you're interested in them, I'll put a link in the description below, and let's get into it. So the ones I got specifically are their Dowler pull-up leather boots, and when they shipped to me, they came in these nice microfiber cloth bags. That way they don't get scuffed up on the way over here. And when I pulled them out and looked at them, they looked really clean. I am a huge fan of the color that I chose. I got them in Merlot, and it's a nice, deep, rich, dark red color, and they're not overbearingly bright red either, and that's the one thing that I really was a fan of. I didn't want them to be like super flashy, but I feel like these are subtle enough that they look really nice with a lot of different outfits as well. They have these toe caps on them, which I feel like make them look a little less formal, but paired with some of these other details and designs on the boots, I feel like it really elevates their style. So the stitching around the top of this sole looks really crisp in my opinion, and then also this wood sole mixed with this black rubber, I feel like it's a great combination, especially paired with this color. The eyelets are kind of this bronze color, maybe gold, and I feel like that's a subtle, nice addition as well. And also looking at the laces, I love that they have these quick release laces up here that make them easier to tie instead of having eyelets all the way up the whole boot. Now they have two different Dowler boots on their websites, but the ones that I chose are a little bit more resilient, so they'll come with the rubber sole on the bottom, and they're water repellent as well. They're a little more rugged, so that's the ones I wanted because I'm a little harsher on my boots. But these also look like very nice quality and more like a dress shoe, so I probably will actually dress up a little more with these, wear button-ups and things like that, because they just have this elevated look and style to them. Also, when they ship to you, they come with these sole inserts, and I feel like this really adds a lot of comfort to the boot. You can also wear them without these if you want more room in your boot and if you don't necessarily need the extra comfort or support, but I personally enjoy having this in there. I feel like they just make them a little more comfortable, and I like my boots to fit a little more snug, so that's just me personally. I like to keep them in there. Now I want to wear them a bit, that way I can break them in more and let you know how they hold up over time. It's been a little while now, and I've been rocking these out and about, so I wanted to share with you what it's actually been like wearing them. The first thing that I noticed when I was wearing these compared to a lot of other boots that I own is that it didn't take as long of time to actually break them in. They still were a little bit stiff when you first get them out of the box, but after you wear them for a little bit, they really start to bend and manipulate and form to your foot, and plus the added support of the sole on the bottom of these shoes, I feel like they just make them comfortable initially, and they don't take that long to actually break them in. Once you wear them for a little bit more, you actually start developing creases in your boot as well for where you're actually bending the leather at, which adds characteristic to it, and it feels comfortable and suited for my feet specifically, so I feel like the comfort was pretty spot on for these boots. One subtle thing that I noticed with these boots is that actually when you tie the laces up tight and then you like do a full squat and put pressure on these laces and then go back to a regular standing position, sometimes this top loop comes off when I was doing that, but this wasn't in like an everyday case scenario. When I just wore these normally in public, they were fine. I never had any issues, just my normal wear and tear on them. But I noticed when I was like doing deep squats and really trying to like strain these boots, then I noticed like the top lace slipped off a little bit. So that was like if you're being aggressive on them, but for the style of this boot, I doubt I'm going to be doing anything crazy like that, like hiking up mountains or anything more adventurous like that. I'm probably just going to use these out and about in more of a formal setting. When it comes to the appearance of this, I feel like it really elevated a lot of my outfits and made them look a little nicer and sharper, and surprisingly enough, this Merlot color matched with a lot of different pants and outfits that I wore. I was able to wear light colored jeans, dark colored jeans, khakis, all that stuff looked fine with these, and I feel like this was very versatile actually, and amping up and making your outfits look better. When it comes to the durability of these boots, they held up fine. I never had any issue or problem with the material or the stitching, anything like that. But I do want to point out that I haven't had these for a very long period. This isn't like a 1 or 2 year review of me constantly wearing these. So maybe I'll make a follow-up video in the future once I've had more time to actually put some miles on these boots. But just initially, they held up great, and I don't have any problems with the stitching or the build quality. These boots have a steel shank in them actually, but surprisingly enough, they still feel very lightweight. And at the time of this recording, these boots come in at a price of $250, which is a pretty normal price, being this is a quality boot, and they're made to order, so it's not like they just make these in bulk and mass produce them. They actually take time to have artisans craft and put them together order by order, so you are getting a nicer boot with that purchase. Overall for me, I've been really pleased with these boots so far. They look really cool. That's like maybe the favorite thing about them, is I love the design style and the color choice. That combination right there, these things look awesome to me. But not only in that, they're just like really well crafted boots. So if you're interested in them, I'll put a link in the description below, and have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Enjoy yourself. Treat yourself.